So this morning was crazy. It was crazy. So I usually wake up at like 5:30 in the morning to spend my time with God. That's not the time I chose. It's the time that God chose. Okay. Anyway, today was very hard for me to get out of bed. And actually it's been kind of hard. My family and I, we've been traveling. So anyways, it's been hard to, get back into a routine. So anyways, yeah, it was really hard for me to do so. The alarm went off. My husband was like, it's 5:38. Like, you supposed to be up and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, like another minute, And then I had a vision. As soon as I went to sleep, I had a vision. And I seen two black demonic hands on my back weighing me down. I don't know if you've ever been asleep before and you felt weighed down, feeling like you can't get up, but it's like you can see, but you can't see. That's a demonic spirit. If that's ever happening to you, if you're ever feeling weighed down in your sleep and you feeling like you can't get up, that's a demonic spirit. Anyway, at the same time that was happening, the Holy Spirit also allowed me to see a bright white light before me. And I heard something. I heard the Lord speak to me. I'm not actually going to say what the Holy Spirit spoke to me. That's between me and him. But what I do want to say, though, is that sometimes we don't realize that we're being oppressed. Just because, we're having a good sleep. Just because, we sleeping good throughout the night. We feeling like, ain't nothing going wrong. Like the day's going well. You don't realize that you got a spirit oppressing you this whole time. Just because you don't feel the hands of a demonic spirit on you does not mean that you are not oppressed. If you're struggling with unforgiveness, that's a sign of oppression. If you're struggling with jealousy, that's a sign of oppression. If you're struggling with terrible thoughts towards someone, every time you think of them or every time they're in front of you, that's a sign of oppression. If you're struggling with getting into God's presence, that's a sign of oppression. If you're struggling with crazy lustful thoughts, if you're struggling with comparing yourself, if you're struggling with pride, being easily offended, those are signs of oppression. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that the enemy is not there. Just because you physically don't feel weighed down when you're sleeping or any other time of the day doesn't mean that the enemy isn't there. He's there because the signs are there.